Because I know that a weak man doesn't belong in my life. I need a strong man.
Dun, 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 dun. Hi, tribe. It's your elder-in-chief, Karima McGee, and we're back with another video, darling. If anything resonates with your spirit, I'm going to ask that you hit the like button. Drop down in the comments below. Send me a message. I love that because I do talk back. Share it. By the way, thank you to everyone who watched the video on sensuality. For some strange reason, the folks was vibing with it. We got 9 new subscribers from that video alone. So welcome to my new subscribers. The odd thing about that is I don't know who you guys are. Don't be afraid to follow me. I won't bite. I'm actually pretty down to earth. I'm pretty a cool person. At least I think so. I like to think so. In any event, I want to jump right into today's video because shiny things, Karima gets to talking about something else and we are off topic. I don't want to do that. I want to make this video 9 minutes long, so let's roll. The onset of this video was Elizabeth Taylor. Beauty like no other. I have not seen anyone as beautiful as that lavender-eyed goddess. And her younger days, going all the way back to 14, which in today's times would seem sick. Hollywood had placed her on the big screen and put her in roles that an adult should have played. One, because her body had developed in such a way, and also because of her striking beauty. And so you know how Hollywood and Hollyweird, how they are. They used that to sell movies. All right? They used her beauty to sell movies. There's something that I want to point out about a woman with that kind of captivating beauty, with those lavender eyes. Yes, lavender. She had lavender colored eyes, naturally, that color. Something I want to point out is that they almost kind of don't get credit for the standards that they set in place for how they're going to live their lives. Because in Hollywood, and especially back in those days, you couldn't appear to be too smart. Even today, they tell you not to tell everyone that you have a degree when you're dating, or don't lead with the fact that you are educated. So for women, we really, especially for beautiful women, you have to really look at how you're being perceived by the opposite sex. But Elizabeth was strong enough to say, no, this is what I want. This is who I am. And in that video, she said, I need a strong man. Now, I didn't put the full video there, but I can tell you in summary that she said she needs it because she knows herself. She knows that she will push beyond measure, especially a guy who doesn't stand up for himself. She says that she knows herself. She's a strong personality. She's going to push the boundaries. So she needs someone to push back. That's what Elizabeth needs. And my question is, what is it that you need? What do you need in a man? What are some of your non-negotiables? The things that you just will not tolerate. It is something that is like, you know what? No, this is not going to work for me. Goodbye. What is it that you need? I'm going to give you an example. For me, according to Elder Eden, all right, the boar is the only one that will work for me. All right? The boar is the only one. And that's why hut wisdom is extremely important. Go ahead, flash the book somewhere. In the book, The Return of the Divine Feminine, the elder had given us personality types so that we can identify ourselves and find out, to break down what is it that we need and who are we looking for and what matches best energetically, right? For me, because I have passions outside of needing love. I have a life outside of wanting to be laid up, which I love doing because I'm a Leo woman, honey. All right, don't get it twisted. And I'm a huge romantic. But I also have passions. And there's places I want to explore. So I need to have the boar. The goat would never deal with my shenanigans, all right? The goat would leave me in a hot second because I might miss a call or two or three or four, all right? Because maybe I'm up in a Tower Bell that's over 400 years old and I'm obsessed with looking at it and investigating who was the architect. That's me. I'm just giving you an example. The goat would never deal with my madness, all right? If anything, the poor guy would end up in some sort of insane asylum because he is conflicted, all right? I ain't gonna say I did that before, but I ain't gonna say I did that before. In any event, so this is what I mean. Find out, I guess you have to uncover who you are, and there you should probably be able to decide what's gonna work best for you and who you are. Who you are as you are right now, okay? Because as you get older, things start to change, right? And your wants and your desires begin to change as you're getting older, as you are refining yourself. And you guys know, the elder said that as we are refining ourselves, we're taking off the jagged edges, we're filing some of the rough edges down, smoothing them out, becoming a little bit better. Then guess what happens? As we get better, things get better. As we get better, life gets better. As we get better, love gets better, 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 like butter, better, better. And don't you die before it gets better. Don't you tap out before it gets better. Oh, honey, you better live right now. Because better is on its way. You're on your sonhood journey, darling. So, here's today's lesson. Are you ready? We got about 2 more minutes, so let's go. Let's wrap it up. Write this down, all right? What am I looking for in a mate? Do I even want a mate? These are questions you want to ask yourself, all right? So you can get clarity on what's going to happen over the next 90 days. Because I'm going to put a challenge out there, a manifestation challenge. What can we manifest over the next 90 days? When we get clear about what it is that we want. So I want you to ask yourself that question. What is it that I want? What is it that I need? What do I need? What are my non-negotiables? I will not negotiate about X, Y, and Z. For me, and this is just to give you a hint, my non-negotiables, I cannot have someone who indulges in any kind of drug activity, both recreational and those that are above that. That's a non-negotiable for Karima. All right? No drugs. All right? That's just me. What are some of your non-negotiables? All right? Must have a clean bill of health. Non-negotiable. If that's what you want, I'm giving you some sound bites, okay? Must be a clear communicator. Must be honest and upfront. Must be sure about who he is and where he's going. He must be emotionally secure, emotionally stable, emotionally fit, emotionally intelligent, all of those things. These are just sound bites so you can write down what you want. Like, what do you need? Do you need someone who's good with finances? I know I do. I'm a Leo woman, all right? I like nice, shiny things, big things all the time. A Taurus who likes big things, they're also practical. That might work, all right? I'm just throwing some sound bites at you, all right? Because you got to know who you are. Once you know who you are, you can figure out what's going to work best for you. Is drinking, someone who's drinking every day at the bar, is that like a deal breaker for you? Do you want someone who's sober, both in mind, right? Do you want someone who's really good with dealing with peer pressure? What is it that you want? Again, these are just sound bites. Are you looking for someone who's, I said financially set, right? And stable and really good with money and able to balance a checkbook. Oh, sir, please be able to balance this checkbook. All right. Or maybe you're good at balancing the checkbook, so you don't need a man who's good at that. Perhaps you want someone who's great at dealing with a mechanic. I know me. If I have a car, I that's the least of my worries. That's not my deal. I don't do garbage. I don't do cars. I don't do maintenance. But what are some of your non-negotiables? What are they? And then you start to draw out what it is that you want. From your wants, you can figure out what is it that you need. What is it that you need in your current space, your current place, your current state of mind? And I know I probably feel like I'm yelling, but because I get passionate about this, so I apologize. You might have to lower your volume a little bit. Yeah, draw that up. And I want you to drop down in the comments below, what do you need? Do you need someone who is emotionally stable? How about someone who, what if they're struggling from mental illness? Do you need someone who can help you? Maybe you are struggling with mental illness and you need someone who's patient enough to deal with that. That's something that we don't consider. Maybe you are struggling in areas where you need someone who's stronger in that area. This is what I'm telling you, all right? What I'm telling you is to draw out an outline on what you want, and from there, get what you actually need. All right? Draw it out. Over the next 90 days, I want you to be as happy as you can be as flirty as you can be, as beautiful as you can be. Because, girl, I'm getting my hair done on Friday. Ha, ha, ha. And I'm going to shut it down. All right? New dress, new hair, who this? I want my girls to feel the same way, my girls, my women, and the men, because they be watching too. I see y'all. But I want you to feel good for the next 90 days. Do whatever you need to do to stay at the highest frequency, the highest vibration, so that you can attract the next 90 days what it is that you need, darling. Until next time, be empowered, be inspired, and be what? Be well. Bye.